start of my back to school series. Girls are messy, but boys are messy too. People don't need to know your business. Like a semester, you're gonna look back at that middle school drama and you're gonna wonder why I brought
you. Be like my favorite person. Please don't waste my time, you gotta show me that you're worth it. Cause you're strong at your lowest, you a leader just like Moses. You pocket all your feelings, even though you keep them open. And I know it hurt your heart, gotta deal with all that fake shit. They say you the strong friend, I know you could take.
Hey guys, it's just Princess Paris, baby trap doll, whatever you wanna call me. Today, we are back in the bed and we're coming with another video, but this is the start of my back to school series. So in my last video, if you didn't watch the full video, go watch the last video, but I announced that I came up with a series idea that I wanted to do. That's what it was. So it's back to school. I'm coming with the back to school videos. I got them all planned out for this month and next month, so July and August. Yeah, they might go for the full month of August, I don't know yet. But I got my notebook, and the first video is advice for high school students and incoming high school students. So whether you're already in high school or you're coming to high school, whatever the case may be, you need some advice. Take this advice. Me, personally, I am going into my senior year, class 2024, and I've been through all of it. I've been through a lot in my high school years. I definitely didn't have the typical high school experience, but I had a fun high school experience. And yeah, so I'm gonna just give y'all some advice. I do have a few different pieces of advice for like separate classes. But we'll get into that when we get to that. So the first, and disclaimer, a lot of this might be cliche, but if I say it, I mean it. And I'm gonna get into everything. I'm gonna go into detail about why I'm saying it. So don't be like, she's just saying everything that everybody else said. No, I'm gonna go into detail of why I say it, and you really want to at least take it into consideration. If you ain't gonna listen, take it into consideration. So the first one is be yourself. And I don't mean just like be yourself as like around other people. I mean be yourself with other people. When you're by yourself, use your own, follow your own style. Don't just want to stick with the trends all the time. It doesn't really get you anywhere. And I say this because I've seen people do it. Me, honestly, I'm not like the type to want to stick with every single trend. A lot of the times I like to be the opposite. I like to be the complete opposite of trends. I promise you. Like if I see the majority of doing this, I'm gonna want to do the opposite. It's just, I've always been like that. I don't know why, but take that advice and be yourself. So if you want to do the opposite, go ahead and do the opposite. Especially because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna do the opposite, and other people are gonna wish they did the opposite, or they could do the opposite. Yeah. Number 2, obviously don't date upperclassmen because they want to manipulate you. Honestly, and when I say upperclassmen, you have to think even a grade above you, because I done seen it happen. So say you're a freshman, and by upperclassmen, everybody above you. Just stick to your own grade. Freshmen, stick to freshmen. That's just my advice. I always stayed within my grade, but this hair is in my eye. Y'all, this is really bothering me. I keep doing this because this one is curly and this one is straight. It's okay. Next piece of advice. I've also, upperclassmen are going to manipulate you and they want to use you because you're naive. You might think you're not, but I bet you put you in that situation. Yeah, and then you're going to look back and be like, everybody always said not to date upperclassmen. And I did it, and now look, yeah. Number 3, don't be loud and obnoxious. Like, I didn't even like when people did this in middle school. So, but nobody wants to. It's early in the morning. It's not even just early in the morning. Like, you're being unnecessarily loud. Like, for what? Any time of the day, just don't do it. It's annoying, and people are gonna look at you crazy, and it's probably gonna hurt your feelings. Next, keep a distance with people, and you're definitely not gonna have the same friends. Those friends might even start to fade this summer. They might start to fade in the summer. They might start to fade freshman year, but I promise you, friends are going to fade for sure. And it doesn't stop either. I promise you, it don't stop. Me personally, I don't really have too many friends. I honestly, I'll get into that later. But I don't have too many friends. I don't have friends at all, honestly. Like, I count on my hand friend, like the genuine amount of friends that I have. Truthfully. Honestly, it might sound kind of sad, but I like it that way because I know my business can't go to nobody else. I keep my stuff in my circle, and I don't have a circle. All my friends are individual friends, so that's even more like isolation. But I like isolation, so that's just me. But you don't need a group of friends, because once you get a group of friends, things start to go left. Oh, and also, if you have a best friend, don't think it's a good idea to add another person to y'all little friend group and make a trio, because it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out. Either you and your best friend is gonna steer away from that third girl, or that third girl and your best friend is gonna steer away from you, or you and that third girl is gonna steer away from your best friend. Somehow, some way, somebody's gonna steer away from somebody, and there's gonna be 2 and 1. If there's 2 and 1, y'all don't all steer away from each other. That also, another topic on friends, don't overshare and don't overtrust. People don't need to know your business. And watch who you sharing with your business with. Watch who you talk about things about in front of. Like, watch your surroundings when you're getting ready to gossip, because gossiping is normal. Talking to your friends about people is normal. All that is normal. Just watch who's hearing it, because that's when stuff gets messy. But don't talk and don't gossip if you can't back it up, because that just leads to a whole nother thing. If it get down to it, you better be able to back it up. But yeah, people talk too much to just be mixing and mingling like that. But make friends if you want to. Yeah, I already said that one. Next one, let me see, what number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 6. Okay, 7. Stay away from the park by your school. I say that for the freshmen and the lower classmen, freshmen, sophomore, honestly. Well, I didn't have my days where I went to the park after school, but it just be like to hang out. But the park after school is a bad environment, and it's negative energy, I promise y'all. And I went during my lower classmen days, because once I got to my sophomore year, and I say lower classmen days because not even lower classmen days, my lower classmen months. Because I'm not even gonna get into all that, but yeah, months of my lower classmen time, I didn't mix and mingle. Don't go to the park after school. I didn't witness stuff going on in the park. I didn't heard about too much going on in the park. And it's not, I don't speak for just my school, because it happens at everybody. You see it on TikTok, see it on Instagram. See it on Instagram. People tell YouTube stories about it. The park after school is a bad place. It could get you into a lot of stuff. And it won't even be because of you. You could be completely not at fault at all, but you was around them people and you was at that park, so you're automatically caught up into it. So just be aware. The next one is don't be scared. High school literally is just middle school all over again, unfortunately. Like, when I got to high school, I realized how childish it really is. I can't wait to be done. It's really just a bunch of kids, like a big playground. Not a big playground, but like a big playground, like a big mix and mingle club, but structured to some point, to an extent. But again, that depends on the school you attend. But yeah, don't be scared. It's the same thing like middle school. Y'all just older now, older and getting more mature. That's the only difference, and it's bigger. Plus, you guys get to, like I said, you get more mature, so you get more opportunities. Um, a little less lenient. I mean, a little more lenient with the rules. Yeah, so it's just middle school all over again. Nothing to be even worried about. Academic advice. I don't really too much have this in like order, but I'm just spitting out the topic as I go onto it. So, like the category, I mean, as I go into the next topic. So, like I said, academic advice, don't let your GPA fall. If your GPA falls in freshman year, you are going to be out. ASSED, out. I promise you. It is going to be over because your sophomore year is when you're going to realize it because your GPA is going to be terrible. And then you're going to try to get your GPA up and it's not going to go up. Because think about it like this. Once you get an F or you get a bad grade and your grade drops, you know how hard you got to get like work for it to go back up? Think about it like that. But 10 times worse. 10 times harder. Trust me. My freshman year was COVID. So, I didn't get great. Well, I had a couple classes where I didn't get too good of a grade. And it definitely affected my GPA. But let that have been my sophomore year, I had those grades. It wouldn't have affected my GPA as much. My GPA is great. It's cool now because I did what I had to do to get it back up. But that's why I say getting it back up is harder than just doing the work, I promise you. The next piece of advice is to have fun but be responsible. Go out, go to parties, have fun with people, have fun with whoever you want to around your age. I don't say whoever you want to because be smart. Like I said, be responsible. That goes for all categories. Be smart about your surroundings, who you're with, when you're doing things, like who's around. Make sure you can truly trust these people. It's just too much. Too many things that can go wrong. So responsibility always has to come first, no matter the situation. I don't even know. The next one is to try to make at least one genuine friend. So I say at least one genuine friend because if you don't have that one genuine friend, I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be boring, but it's not gonna be. Your high school years aren't gonna be fun. Me, like I told y'all, I don't have that many friends, so I only have a few genuine friends, and honestly, like only 2, 3 go to my school. So, but I've enjoyed my high school years. They were perfectly fine for me. So yeah, that's why I say, yeah, make that one genuine friend. Next, I don't know if I said this already, but friends will come and go. You're not gonna have the same friends from middle school. I'd be surprised if you have two of the same friends from middle school by the time you get to junior year. If you have one, cool. No, I say by the time you get to junior year, if you have three middle school friends by junior year, be surprised because so rare. I promise you it is because people be weird. Back to responsibility. I have to switch devices. My leg's cold. I got my fans on. I got both of my fans on, my ceiling fan and my what's it called, a fan? Because it'd be hot. My stand-up fan, whatever it's called. But next piece of advice, do not sneak people in your house and don't sneak into people's houses. Because once y'all get caught, y'all gonna be feeling so stupid. I promise you, you're gonna feel dumb. Like, in the moment, or even if you feel like you're not gonna get caught, baby, what's done in the dark is gonna come into the light. It ain't gonna come when you would expected it, though. It's gonna come when you think, oh, I'm cool, I've been doing it. What's done in the dark always come to the light. Don't sneak people in the house, and respect other people's house. So respect your house, respect your mama, whoever you live with. Respect your house, and respect the other person's house. Just respect these people's houses, and don't be sneaking people in. If y'all want to see each other that bad, go somewhere. But yeah, that's my advice. Next piece of advice is get dressed the first couple days of school, because these are the days that everybody is like getting that first impression of you. So if you come to school the first few days of school, everybody getting dressed and you look regular, and what I mean by regular is you look like it's the third quarter of school, let me say second semester, because I don't know if everybody have quarters. So it's the second semester of school, and you come in sweats and looking regular. That's what I mean by looking regular. Don't come like that. Don't come sweats and slides. Not the time to do that, because then everybody gonna be like, okay, don't know how to get dressed, or that's what you chose to wear on your first day of school. So that's just asking for people to talk about you. I'm just being honest. Next advice is be a teacher's pet. I know people always talk about teacher's pet. Trust me, when them teachers like you, you're going to get them good grades, because they're going to be more lenient with you. Your work is going to be so much easier. Your high school experience is going to be so much easier. Take my advice, because I had my fair share of my teachers. All my teachers, well, majority of my teachers love me. But I done had my handful of teachers that just hate my guts for nothing. Like, I had a math teacher who just despised me. One time, example, this is why I say that. This is why I say this. I had missed out on school or something. I forget what the issue was, but I had missed work, so I missed school. Missed school, so I had missed out on work. My grade dropped. I think I had COVID. Yeah, this is when me and all my friends had COVID. So I had COVID. I missed school, obviously, right? So, God, why is this phone going off? So I missed school, obviously. So then, bro. Okay, so obviously I missed school, like I was saying. My grade dropped from like a high B to a D. So I had to come back to school, make up a week's worth of work in all my classes on top of the work that we were doing at the time, right? Why did that math grade drop and never go back up? Even when I turned in the work, it wasn't going back up. So be the teacher's pet, kids stay behind, and make them act like you like them. I don't be liking half of them. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like half of my teachers. They get on my nerves, but they don't know that, but I'm not gonna lie, my teachers respect boundaries. Well, most of them, because I've set boundaries. You're not gonna walk all over me. You're not gonna talk to me disrespectfully, because I'm respectful. But yeah, so we respect each other, and when we respect each other, we go a long way. But that's be the teachers' problems. Teachers be disrespectful, and then they be trying to point it on the kids. Kids are disrespectful. These teachers be just as disrespectful. And I done had to have a couple of them get put in check and put a couple of them in check. And I'm not proud of that. Don't do that. Do not do that. But these teachers will test you. They will test you. And they will retaliate if you're rude. Like I just told y'all my math story. Turns out, come to find out, she wasn't even a math teacher. She was an English teacher, and that's why she didn't know what she was doing, and half of the class was confused. But anyways, next piece of advice, don't be messy. Don't be messy. Being messy won't get you nowhere. It's not. It's going to get you whooped. It is. It really is. Pick your friend groups wisely, especially if you're going for girls. Me, my high school experience, middle school, it started back, honestly, way back before middle school. I think I had male friends, majority. I've been having majority male friends since elementary school. But it really intensified in like middle school. I started hanging out with boys. They looked at me as one of them. Like, I'm not even trying to be like the stereotypical TikTok pick me type of character. No. I was genuinely one of their friends. Nobody tried to look at me in any type of way, nothing. I had my own situations outside of them. Like, it was nothing like that at all. But with that, I used to say it was because boys aren't messy. Girls are too messy. Girls are messy, but boys are messy too. They can be. So that's why I say pick your friend groups wisely and not just girls. If you're going to have, obviously co-ed relationships, whatever, pick your friend groups wisely. Especially when it's just pick them wisely. Boys can be messy. Some are way messier than others. They might be less messy than girls, but they be messy. And they like to sit and stir stuff and then step back. Now that's what they do for real. Go to the school events. I'm not saying go to all of them. I don't go to dances. Only dance I go to is prom. And I didn't even dance at prom because it was boring to me. But I'm saying, like, go to games. Go to stuff like that. They're fun. That's when you mix and mingle and you can be loud and you can have fun. Especially football games. Go to football games and go to basketball games. I don't know about nothing else. I can't speak for nothing else. Because I know they do have games for other sports, but obviously, I mean, it don't benefit me. So I don't know. But if they benefit you and they interest you, go to them. And you can meet other people that have those same interests. Go to stuff like, I don't know, I can't think. But participate in Spirit Week. That's another one. Spirit Week, Spirit Days, whatever y'all want to do. Like, whatever y'all school do. But I'm not going to say all of them. Because I don't do all. So I say, make it your goal to participate in at least 1 or 2 Spirit Weeks. Or if you're not going to do the full week, do a day out of the week. They're fun. I promise you, though, that first experience, you're going to feel left out. Because, well, I don't know firsthand because I experienced it. I had to participate because I was on the cheer team, so I didn't have a choice. But I seen people around me that didn't participate and they felt left out. They started taking other people's stuff, like for Wacky Wednesday. I think that was the first, whatever. People who didn't participate, they felt left out in the Spirit Days because everybody's doing it. You think, oh, nobody's gonna do that, but everybody does it, so it's fun. So participate in stuff like that. What's the next one? Another piece of advice: do not think that you need to put on a full face of makeup every day to come to school. You don't. Honestly, you probably don't even need to put on makeup at all to come to school, but that's just me. Like, that's just my preference. You might prefer to put on makeup, but you don't need to put on a full face every day. Here and there, okay, step out. But I'm telling you, it's not necessary to put on a full face of makeup every day. Do not be afraid to be alone. So, stepping back to when I said I only have a few friends. So, I'll be alone at lunch sometimes, but I like being alone by myself because I just be in my own head. I be minding my business. I don't like being bothered with people. So, it's like by choice. I have people that I could go to, but why if I want to be by myself? Spend some time alone by yourself at lunch, and it gives you a chance to, not even just at lunch, I'm saying in school, period. Spend some time alone at school. You learn, it gives you a chance to step back and see. I also just be in my own world a lot of the time too. Get you some headphones, wear your headphones all the time. Tune people out and just observe. And it brings a different outlook on school. In reality, I promise you, it's very beneficial. Last piece of general advice is, I already said this. Okay, so that was the last piece of general advice. Now I'm gonna go by class. Basically, just to summarize a few things that I say for freshmen, like grade wise, this is your most important year. Like I told y'all, GPA, them grades, keep them up as high as you possibly can. Everybody does not have the same academic capabilities as everybody else. So keep your grades to what you know you can do. It's your most important year, and freshman year is either your most beneficial year or your most detrimental year. So yeah, leave middle school drama in middle school. Now, I ain't saying befriend them people that you was beefing with in middle school. No, I'm just saying don't come to high school trying to start up that beef again. Y'all should have left that in middle school. We're growing up. Don't befriend them. That's not my advice. But my advice is don't antagonize it. Don't keep stirring the pot with the same drama. Cause trust me, you're in high school. You finna have a whole bunch of new drama. It ain't even that serious. It ain't that important. Like that old drama. By the middle of your freshman year, that by the beginning of that second semester, you're gonna look back at that middle school drama and you're gonna wonder why I brought that middle school drama to my freshman year. I'm just telling you, because I didn't have some people try to bring middle school drama to sophomore year for me, because I was in COVID my freshman year. So they tried to bring middle school drama to sophomore year. And I just was like, I don't get it. Like, you look dumb when you do things like that. You look dumb. It makes you look delusional. And you look bored. Don't do it. Last one for freshmen is, like I said, I think I said it, it's not what you think at all. It's way less stressful. It can be. The work can be stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It can be stressful. It can be much more difficult. Sophomores, check your credits. Freshmen, I advise you guys to stay on top of your credits. Not your credits, to stay on top of your GPA. Sophomores, start checking your credits. Know what you need to do. Really? This is how I advise you guys to go about it. Once you get your freshman and it's time to make course selections, check your credits. What you need to do and when you need to do it, so you can start making plans for your sophomore year. Sophomore year, stay on top, not even stay on top of your credits. Just check in with your credits, at least your counselor, for your credits. at least twice a year. Minimum twice a year. Some schools make it mandatory that counselors do check-ins, credit checks with you guys. I don't know how your school does, but they should. It should be mandatory. Absolutely, absolutely mandatory. The next piece of advice: start looking towards your major. Think about if you have an idea, like if you have an idea what you want to go, like your plans for life. Start looking into majors and think about what you want to take as your major, or start thinking about your minor. Pick one and think about that first. So that way, because honestly, I don't know if you guys know or if you guys have looked into it, but there's so many different levels to each type of major. For example, business. They have business marketing, business management, business accounting, business this, business that, small business, big business, little business, tall business, uh account management business. Like I promise you there's so many different categories, subcategories to the category business. So I just use business because business is my major. But mine is small business management and entrepreneurship. See, that's all one major. Small business management and entrepreneurship is one major. So that's what I mean. Like there's so many different things. Because there's entrepreneurship by itself. There's business management and entrepreneurship. Like I do small business and entrepreneurship. So many different subcategories. Like so many. So start thinking of your specific major idea. You don't have to stick to it. It's your plan, your choice. You could change your major even in college. You could change your major. So just start thinking about it. That's if you plan on going to college. I suggest it. I honestly had no plans on going to college until like my sophomore year. I started taking school serious and enrolled in college. So I've been taking college courses since my sophomore year. Juniors, do not get scared when people say, "Oh, this is your hardest year. All the tests and the blah 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 and the blah 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 and this and this and that and this and this and that." It's not that hard. Honestly, junior year was my easiest year, and like I said, I took college courses on top of my high school the whole year. Junior year was by far my easiest year so far. Like, I don't know. Also, because I completed my credits in sophomore year, so I didn't have to do a lot in my junior year. That's why I said that. But it's not as hard as people make it seem. It's not the hardest year. Freshman year is probably your hardest year. Freshman and sophomore is probably your hardest year, honestly. I don't know. That's just my experience and people that I know. If you can get a job, get a job. It's very like refreshing to have a job, make your own money. Get a car if you can get a car. Like independency, this is your time of independency if you have the funds, the means, and the resources to. Not everybody does, and that's okay. And not everybody wants to get a job. Not everybody needs to get a job. But I advise getting a job because it steps up your maturity. You step up in your independency, and it's another way to get out the house. And it's another way to get out the house away from school. And you make your money while you're doing it. Yeah. Also, check your credits. But now that you're a junior, you need to be checking your credits at least 3 full times a year. Because you need to make sure that you're staying on track of your credits and you're getting everything done. Staying on top of your GPA, checking your GPA, all that. Everything needs to get checked. Everything needs to be everything needs to get checked and everything needs to get done. So you can walk the stage and you can graduate. Why do I keep? I don't know why, y'all. I don't know what's going on in my mouth. Everything is all jumbled together. Rumble jumble. I don't like it. Graduate, get your credits, stay on top of your courses, so you can walk the stage. Thank you. That's my advice for incoming high schoolers and high schoolers, period. Underclassmen, because y'all are underclassmen to me. No, I'm just playing. But y'all, it's my senior year. Finally, I done started making my plans for everything. My senior portrait's coming up in a month. Stay tuned for that video because of course it's coming for back to school. Y'all already know that's coming for back to school. My senior portraits, our first. Bye y'all, cause I'm finna get to spilling video content ideas. But yeah, back to school season is gonna go crazy. It's gonna go up, and y'all better stay tuned and like and comment and share and repost and rewatch all that, all of it, because it's the first video for back to school, and I'm telling y'all, I'm coming hard for back to school. I've been trying to build my consistency back up. I'm not gonna lie, cause stuff been getting in the way, but I got y'all, cause I got y'all. Just know that I got y'all. Like I said, this month is planned out and next month is planned out. I think I got like 4 more videos to fill in, but I'm closing the book. Video's over. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys.
See you when you down bad. Where the fuck your friends at? They don't wanna be around that. Grew up in the church, you say your prayers when you going through. And you always say you good, so nobody checks on you. I wanna see you at your work.